Expedition Online is supporting some amazing organizations this year. To donate, click the link below.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Expedition Online Season 5, Day 2. I'm Sam Donovan. I will be your commentator today, and with me is Jess Martin. Jess, are we ready for Day 2?
Hell yeah, we are.
Day 2 is the first day of real action. This is going to be our first day where we actually lose somebody. But before we get into the meat of the day, let's do a quick recap of yesterday. So we kicked off the season with a Token Cheese-inspired twist where each party had to vote out one of their members, and it wasn't to vote out of the game, but they went to the summit with one of our favorites, Janet.
It was definitely a spicy way to start off the season. We have never done anything like this before. They barely had time to talk to each other, and one person got sent back into the summit. Lori from Team Coach and Rhonda from Team Fishback were both sent out. They both seemed like they were having a little technical issues. You know, Discord can be bitch sometimes.
Sometimes you just can't beat the tech.
You can't beat the tech. So they were greeted by Janet, who gave them some great advice on how to navigate their way back into the game. They rejoined their parties, and during camp time, some secret advantages were dropped. 2 compasses were claimed.
Having a compass in your pocket this early is great, especially when you can kind of continue to fly under the radar this early in the game. So, like I said, though, they're going to start jumping into real gameplay today. We're going to lose somebody. We're going to have a challenge. There's going to be a winning team, and unfortunately, there's going to be a losing party who is going to have to attend the crossroads. So Today should be, using one of your words, a spicy one. It should be fun. I think there's nothing left to be said. Let's hop into this intense day that will be Day 2 of Expedition Online.
Hell yeah.
Where to start? Oh my god, sorry, I'm like losing my shit right now. Me and David, we're in a room, we're just chatting, and Rhonda joins, and we're like, oh my god, Rhonda. And she tells us she got a clue. There's a key piece at the end. It says you will be one step closer to being a dragon slayer. I'm like, okay, it has to do with Coach. So I was like, you know what, let's check Instagram, because why not? And so I'm scrolling, there's this picture, everyone's kind of like lit up, and it's definitely a picture of like the Survivor people. So, but I was like, this is the post, and it's there.
Simona, love her. I want to work with her. I haven't had a chance to talk to her individually. I really wish we could talk in between the days, because that's where I shine, you know, give them a little razzle dazzle.
Robbie was someone right off the get-go that I was instantly looking at, like, I want to get with him, but I'm not sure now. I'm kind of leaning more towards some of the women. Z, it rhymes with lasagna, but Ziana, her and Simona. Yeah, sorry, still learning names.
Simona is one that really stands out to me as somebody that I want to work with, along with David. And initially, upon first meeting Randy, I was like, okay, great person. But I can see that Randy is going to be like the glue to this tribe right now, so I would not dare throw out Randy's name.
Randy definitely talked a lot, and for someone who did not see the first 20-something seasons of Survivor, he sure has a lot of opinions about them and likes to give his 2 cents about absolutely everything. So
if somebody brought it to me, I'd be like, what, are you sure? Yeah, I'll do it. I'm down, but I'm not going to be the one to initiate that plan. We'll get to Randy later, but as of now, Randy is definitely somebody that I want to work with.
If my first impression was anything like anybody else's, then hopefully we can take him out at some point.
I really need to take today to really infiltrate these people's hearts, minds, and games, make them feel like I am what's good for their game.
Fishback, we're gonna win this.
It's gonna be hard if we lose, and we have to go on to vote someone out. Because, frankly, I like everybody. I'm not going to be the first one to throw a name. I'm going to be relying on some of these older people to get the ball rolling. I can tell that Jessica's already very outspoken.
I liked meeting Coach Wade. He was everything that I thought he'd be. Pretty great. I think I was the only one open about me and my love for Coach. I don't regret it.
Jessica's got to go. Jessica's got to go. I don't know why yet, but there's just something in my soul that's saying Jessica's got to go.
I'm useful. Nobody wants to go on Survivor and not nail the challenge. I think that puts a pretty big target on your back.
This is what we're gonna base our vote on. So I gotta do well in that challenge.
At least you don't have to chug a beer for every miss that you have.
Is everybody practicing? What's everybody doing right there?
We're practicing, Coach. Go, Coach.
Wow, everybody's practicing. Look at this. Wow.
We need the Dragon Slayer blood in
This is amazing to see everybody do this.
Let's go. Coach, we need that Dragon Slayer blood in us right now.
I'll tell you, man, we gotta focus on that. You gotta be the dragon right now. Look at Mike all ready to go. Come on, Mike, let's see what you got.
Oh boy, pressure's on now. Oh, it's gonna fall.
Mike, you gotta watch the plate, and even after you release it, just stay watching the plate. This reminds me of throwing underhand tiles.
All right, let's go right here.
Come on, Lady K.
This is embarrassingly difficult.
I felt that way about every single challenge on Survivor.
Like, this doesn't seem
Hey,
that
the other
hard.
tribe-
I'm like, this is impossible.
The other tribe's thinking the same thing. Don't worry.
I can guarantee you that. Oh, look at that! I saw that.
Take a little break.
I have nothing but faith in you guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Nothing but faith, man. Go out there and win the first challenge. Forget about alliances, and you got to get to the merge with numbers up. That's the name of the opening game right there. Look at Lady K right there. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, guys, good luck on the challenge.
I wanted to be coached by Coach, and there's no other way around it.
Hello and welcome everyone. It is day 2 and we are ready to go with our exemption challenge. So the winning party will be safe at from the crossroads this evening. Losing party will join me where they will be voting out the first explorer of the game. We are also playing for reward, which I will talk about a little bit later. So let's get right to things. Name of the challenge today is On Top of Monteverde.
Greetings, explorers. Today's challenge is called On Top of Monteverde. When Donovan says go, the first explorer in your party will start at their starting line and take 1 cup at a time down to the 6-foot mark. Once you have built a pyramid like this, with 2 cups on top, then you will bring your paper plate down and you will balance the paper plate on top of the pyramid. Then you will stand behind your starting line and throw. Once you have landed your napkin on top of the paper plate, the next person on your party gets to begin. Make sure you get your dogs, cats, small children who might want to get in the way, somewhere where they won't mess with your challenge. Be the first party to have all your members land the napkin on top of Monteverde to win exemption.
Is everybody ready to go? Yeah. All right, so ones are gonna start us off. 2s, you're gonna be ready to go next. All right, so it looks like we've got Cole for team coach, and we've got Holden for team fishback. In 3, 2, 1, go! All right, so they're racing one at a time to stack up that pyramid there. Looks like Cole has a slight lead. This is where it's going to get tricky. Don't want to go too fast, as you'll knock down your whole pyramid. But you also don't want to go too slow, as it looks like Holden is catching up now. Back to dead even. Cole's knocked it down. Cole is good to go. So let's have next up there. Holden's still tossing there at his plate. Trying to pick up the pace a little bit here as Greg. Oh, Holden is done. Go ahead, Randy. Get started. Randy speeding to catch up here, but Greg is going to get to the toss first. So we are on our second player. They've each got 8. Oh, Greg hits it in his first shot. You can go ahead, Jack. Jack is now going for team coach. Randy's still rushing there, trying to catch up. Team coach here out to a quick lead, but it is not going to take much to derail a party here. So you got to stay on point best you can. Oh, Randy had it, but the plate knocks off. Oh, you really got to make sure you have that plate steady. Here we go. Jack is totally caught up now. Oh, Randy is good. Randy is done. So we are on to Robbie for Team Fishback. For Team Coach. Team Coach is ahead right now, though. Robbie's got to catch up as he's getting his first layer down of the cups. Oh, Jack having a tough time keeping that tissue on top of the plate. Maybe he's got it rolled a little tight there. It really bounced. Robbie's completely caught up now. We are dead even. They're both tossing. Jack's getting right on point, but he just keeps knocking that plate off. That's going to be tough. Be tough to get that on there. Oh, Robbie just misses. Oh, at least he's got that plate on nice and solid. Oh, that one almost knocked it off. Looks like Robbie's got a heavier plate than what Jack's working with. That's what I love most about this game is the variables. All we told you was get a paper plate, and whether you got a flimsy one or a sturdy one, that was up to you. Robbie's sturdy plate comes through as he is through.
And then what I do, stack. Boop, blah. Okay, got it. You go.
We are on to Xenia. I'm sorry, Xenia. I'm terrible at pronouncing things. I'm going to do my best every time. You correct me every time. Yep, Jack's still having a bit of a hard time there. There it is. Jack pulls it off. All right. Moving on. Jessica, you are up as Xenia has now just placed her plate, but we are on fourth player each. Uh-oh. And that will even things out as Xenia has dropped all of her cups. And Jessica, hearing that, gets a little boost in her step there. She is quick and trying to catch up here. And Jessica's ready to go now. First throw, Jessica has knocked it down and put Team Coach in the lead. As Lady K, you can now start stacking. As Team Coach in the lead, Fishback just a little behind. As Lady K now stacking up her cups. Oh, Lady K has knocked it down. We now have a full player lead for Team Coach. Who's sixth for Team Coach? Lori, get the video on. You're up. Xenia, Fishback, you can go. David. Xenia has completed. Lori, you are up. Still a full player lead for Team Coach as Lori now going for Coach. David going for Fishback. Team Coach has a full player lead, so pressure really on David right now to get things done quick. Lori just needs to get it done. Ooh, both knocked off the plate. David's still going here. On paper, it looked like it was an easy challenge. Oh. Especially for David. David's gotten a lot of shots on point. Let's not get discouraged. Anything can happen. This could happen to one of the next few players. Who do we got there? We got Mike and Hey, and David has pulled it off there. Simona, you're up for Team Fishback. But yeah, if I'm Mike and Rhonda, I'm feeling the pressure a little bit already. Not even gonna lie. As Simona now trying to catch up quickly as she can. She's got that first level. Lori is doing her best here. Oh, another one where if it was just get it on the plate for a second, you might have had it, but it's got to stay on there. It's not staying. We got to do something different. Oh, no, that's a good try. Simona now has completely caught up, and she is tossing. First two tosses were not good, though. I'm not going to lie. There we go. She's got to figure it out. Oh, that one was close. Lori's close. Looks like Simona's just trying to lightly land it on there.
All right, Simona has gotten it. Next up for Team Fishback is Jenny. It looks like that new piece of tissue really helped out there. Oh, Lori again, just off the rim. She's not getting discouraged though. I'll give you that, Lori. You're still going at it. It's not going to be easy. Still 2 players to go, so this could happen to anyone. Keep at it. All right. So now we've got Jenny going for Team Fishback. Fishback is in the lead now. So they're now 1 full player ahead as Jenny is ready to start tossing. Ooh, that one was close, Lori. At least the plate stayed on too. Ooh, nice toss. Nice first toss from Jenny. Oh, Jenny has landed it, so we are down to Rhonda. Rhonda, last person for Team Fishback. Team coach still has 2 players to go. Oh, he's got to be feeling the pressure now. She's still going hard, though. I think she's seen what can happen and wants to get right to those tosses and get the job done. Rhonda has completed now, so Rhonda just needs to land the tissue on top of the plate, and Team Fishback will have exemption. Ooh, first toss looked like a good one. It's just rolled off. Oh, Lori! So close, but Rhonda has made it. Team Fishback has won exemption.
Gosh, Rhonda, that was so fast.
Yeah, it only took her 2 tosses there. Very good work from Rhonda. Team Fishback wins exemption. All right. So with that, Team Fishback, you will be safe from the crossroads this evening. I will be seeing Team Coach in about an hour's time. But we also have the matter of the reward that I talked about. So the reward for the challenge is Team Fishback will be able to abduct 1 member. That member will come back to your camp with you, chat amongst you with the different rooms there, and they will return to their party after the crossroads. So essentially making them safe from the crossroads as well. So Team Fishback, if you guys just want to jump into your base camp, you guys have 2 minutes to come up with a name for me.
Okay.
Okay. Does anyone have any like instinct?
I have
think
an
we
idea.
should take. Well, what's your idea, Randy?
I was just gonna say Maddie looked extremely frustrated, and just looking at everyone on the tribe, I almost feel like she would be the best bet to give us some information.
I was thinking we're saving someone from the vote, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
After
what I-
day one,
Yeah,
what much information could Maddie give us?
Exactly.
I feel like we don't want to pick someone who performed super well.
I think
Did
we
everybody
should-
get to go?
Um,
Well, are we assuming that they would try to get Lori out?
I think Lori is
That's a
as good
safe
as
bet.
gone.
Lori was
Yeah.
also the one they voted off first.
Oh,
Lori-
you're
Yeah.
right. Yes. So
Oh.
that's good. That's good.
It
Yeah.
would be heartbreaking if she also got voted out second. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Team Fishback has decided to abduct Lori. So Lori, you are going to go back with Team Fishback. You are safe from the crossroads as well. As for the other 7 members of Team Coach, good luck. Everyone can go back to base camp. We will see Team Coach in 1 hour's time.
Team Fishback, did what we had to do, gave him that razzle dazzle, and understood the assignment. We won. Big shout out to Rhonda. You really rocked it. You deserve that title, Rockin' Rhonda.
I really thought today I was coming in today to be all strategic, but I've decided just don't even want to think about it. Like, I legitimately really enjoy people. I want that unity.
We won.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, another shot because we won.
Since it's just a small number of us here, can I ask you guys
Uh-huh.
a question? I haven't seen the show before.
Uh-huh.
How do you look for idols?
Did you guys get a clue last night?
No, I don't think. we
No.
I think so.
Did you get a
What-
clue
did it-
last
did
night,
it-
Lori?
did it-
Is anyone interested in perhaps a cross-team alliance?
I think that
Yes.
would be beneficial.
Yes.
I think we're very much down.
Okay, so I don't know how to go about this.
I think we all know what we have to do. We just don't want to be the first ones to do it. I say we all just go to a room and
We go just 3, 2, 1, and we
See what
go.
Yeah, everyone like pick a room and then 3, 2, 1, click.
All right.
All right.
3, 2, 1. She won. We're going.
I'm so glad you came here because you're one of the people I wanted here.
Same.
I was kind of hoping.
Wonders.
Okay, so I was. Who do you have really good vibes about in this game?
It's so hard to tell this early.
Yeah.
Um, like I don't know. I think Mike seemed like a cool guy, and like it would suck. It would suck to like I don't know. It sucks to like vote anyone out, and like he and Madison didn't even get to try.
Yeah.
Or
So we just need one more person.
who are
Or
you
no, sorry.
thinking?
Yes. I kind of like. Do you like Greg? He seems like a nice guy.
Oh, Greg seems awesome. I'm
The problem
thankful
is
he's there.
the problem is there's only so many people in the chat. So there's only two of us right here. Cole is talking to Greg and Jess. So hopefully Cole has good vibes from Greg. And then
Yeah.
we could break off and like ideally me, you, and Cole talk, but we need to get Greg involved if we want him. So
Like I love your energy, and I just like you give me a very like exciting personality. I love that, and I want to be with people who are very exciting. So I'd love to work with you as well, and I am happy to if your name comes up for any reason whatsoever. I will tell you. I will not
No,
leave
I
you in the
got
dark.
you 100. Like I'm definitely down for you. I was eyeing you since beginning, so I'm glad you hopped in the room with me. That's why I chose two.
I was like, keep up to the room. I'm going. I'm gone.
We're here on that one. I'm just trying to figure out like where everyone else is. So we probably need to start bouncing around. I will tell you that I don't know. I was maybe I don't know. Everybody's so cool though, right? But I knew I just wanted to work with you. So I don't know.
Me too. Me
Maybe
too.
Greg.
This is gonna be tough.
Number two.
Okay, so is there a way that we can like? Is there a room that we can get in there with them or?
I think no, because none of them are big enough, right? Because like
None of them
is
are big enough, but if we see like a jump or a movement or anything like that,
Just
like
kind of slide in there.
yeah.
damage, yeah. Like
I'm
even if
still
one
decompressing the fact that I was alone in a room by myself. I felt really scared there for a second. I said, crap.
How do you jumped over? Because like you two are the only ones besides me that actually like we don't like kind of beat around the bush. Like we just kind of say things to end the silence, And I like that.
Well,
And-
I appreciate that because I think that at least like it makes it a little bit easier to.
So just for clarification, let's just who we trying to get out here? Like we gotta be honest. It's a
If we're
hard.
going based on the challenge, I mean, Jack was the one who took a little bit longer, and I think at this early in the game, truth be told, that's kind of like. I hate to say that because I think that he could be like a good player and like, but
it's
I
like
don't
all
know.
there's to go on at the moment.
There's so little to go on at this point.
You start
Lori
with a
would have been
vibe.
such an easy vote, no shade.
Yeah,
But
true.
we don't have that liberty right now.
I completely agree. And I was thinking it was either going to be him or Lady K because I don't really know them. And I get this weird thing from them. Like they're trying to be like this way too sweet on purpose.
Well, how do you feel about Jessica?
She voted for me. So I would rather just because like obviously because of that, because there's obviously some reason why she put my name down. Who did you vote for?
I voted for Lori.
Okay, that's what I thought. And her thing was like, oh, Lori said she was good with puzzles, and I felt like it was gonna be a puzzle. And I'm like, how would you know? Literally, how would you?
Like I'm a people watcher, and she's like, "Oh, I don't know, I'm not the best." Don't.
yeah. Well, nobody wants to go home right now. So like if we could just form something where it's like, okay, we're good. And we could just see tomorrow and just keep playing this game and not have to go home. That would be ideal.
Yeah, I would.
By form something, do you mean an alliance?
I'm fine with that.
I would entertain that option. Alliances are money in this game, and I would like to be 2 members richer.
That'd be nice.
All right. Well, Greg is by himself. I kind of feel bad.
Okay. I feel bad for Jessica too. Maybe she can join us after you leave, Mike, or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel
Well, if
good.
anyone wants to join me in beside the fire, you're more than welcome to.
Sounds good.
But yeah, we're good. I'm good with you guys. So
I'm good as
I
well.
would also like to, yeah.
I'm good as well.
Okay, so I would also, this might be shady of me, sorry, Mike. I kind of love the fantasy of like a young kids alliance. I know that I'm not one of the young ones.
I fuck with you. I think you're a smart guy. I think I'm a smart guy. I think we can.
This guy has got me scared. He's got me scared because I know that he's looking at me and he's going, this guy is smart. This guy knows how to play. So I got to watch out for him because I have a feeling he's coming out for me. And so I got to build numbers fast.
I would like that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Jessica.
Hey there.
Hi.
Hey, I thought I'd come creep on y'all.
Yeah, you were just hanging out by yourself for so long.
We felt bad.
Just chilling, just vibing.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Jessica, like based on the challenge alone, you like served. You
You did.
like
Did you do it in one shot or something? One shot?
yeah, one shot wonder.
Yeah, like that was completely on purpose. I'm actually professional.
Exactly.
No.
It's good. It's a room of two, so we have this is the circle of trust here.
yeah, no. So I would definitely like to work with you going forward. Obviously, I think the Connecticut thing just kind of like sparked it, but you just seem like a good guy.
Someone's gonna take initiative and throw out the first name, or we're all just gonna wait.
Yeah.
For like forever.
No, I get that.
So,
Sure.
Hey, Lady K.
Kevon.
What's going on?
Well, I already talked. I mean, like, I already talked to Jessica. So if you two want like an alone moment to chit chat,
I mean, sure. I think it's good for everyone to, like, hop around, I guess.
yeah. I mean,
figure out.
we also have an hour.
Definitely.
But I appreciate both of y'all, and I would hope to not go tonight, please.
Just send, please.
I don't want that.
All right, chat in a little bit.
I'll see ya. Okay. So did you talk to anyone actually?
How do you like Kevon?
Okay. So like I haven't really talked to her. Is she someone worth trusting?
I think she's nice. I think she could be.
I hope she joins. Okay, so like I like you. Okay, I'm gonna let you know.
Too.
I feel like okay, here we go. Okay.
I'm just getting kicked
Hey there.
We get
You
thrown around.
Okay, now that she's here, I can completely be honest now. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
I got that tea. Okay, wait. Okay, so they essentially said, by they, I mean, sorry, he was just in the chat with us. What's his name?
Oh, cool.
Cole. Okay, so Cole came in and he was saying that you guys were pretty much on the bottom in his mind. And that, yeah. And of course I was like, oh, you could trust me or whatever, but I don't like him.
Really?
I don't like him.
Really? He said that.
Yes. And he just said that him and is it Greg or Mike? Let's see. Sorry. I'm looking at their profiles because I'm really bad with names. No, it was Greg, I think. Wait, double check just so I'm not talking crap and it's not true. Yeah. Him and Greg. Anyway, they were saying that about y'all, and it, like, turns out that you guys are the people that I could trust. So I was like, good information to know because I'm.
And then Lady K wants Jessica more. So I don't. We're in a. What did his Jack say? What did Jack say? Like, did he say anyone or?
No, he didn't. He was very kind of like elusive about it, which makes me a little bit nervous. I'm trying to think though about who potentially is going to be more loyal down the line.
Lady K's thing with Jessica was like, oh, like she said she was gonna be so bad, and she's like always says like she's not gonna do good, and then like she gets the first. She
Yeah, the
gets it on
first
the first
row.
try.
Yeah.
So it's like, is she
That's fair.
or
I feel like both of them are probably like I mean, truthfully, like the two smartest players because it seems like every time like they're being very observant, which makes me a little bit stressed.
3 people are allowed in here. We need to get Mike or
Right?
Lee
Yeah.
in here.
Put my name down in the first impressions vote. Maybe he wants me out.
Right.
Like, so that interests me.
I
And
personally
so-
think we should vote out Cole because I think that he is just telling everybody what they want to hear, and it's gonna get ugly.
I'd do that.
Like he's trying to be everybody's best friend. You know, it doesn't work that way.
I would do that.
I'm down with Cole.
But like, is there a way that we can get Madison on this? Because like I feel like, you know, I don't have anything against her. I didn't know anyone. I just wrote a random name.
Right. I was about to say it might have to be some damage control. You know. But if Greg and Mike are all ready for me and Jack, then it will have to be we pull in Madison.
I think honestly, I think Mike is pretty level-headed.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't seem like he would go that way.
Let me see if I can hop in. I kind of want to talk to because I haven't been able to talk to Cole, Greg, or Mike just yet.
He was saying that you joined a room with him and immediately left, so he knew that he couldn't like trust you or something like that. I don't know.
No, in the mod said that they said it's only 2 in the room, so we have to kick you out, Lady K. Like they said it live.
Oh, honey, he gotta go. Jessica, I think regardless, it would be nice to know who they were voting, like specifically, because I think they would tell you.
They told me that they were going to vote for you.
Okay.
But then after you, like they were talking like long game, and after you, it's going to be Lady K.
See, I don't like that.
I think we should just boot Cole.
I think Jack.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like awful saying that because like he's closer to our age. Like you said, he's closer to our age.
Those are our age, like, yeah. But I think also if Greg and Mike have been talking for so long, Greg's inclination was already there. Lady K's reasoning was because Jessica did well on the challenge and she said she wouldn't. That's where I'm kind of like, I don't know. I feel like that's not the greatest rationale.
Just want someone to join us. Please. Maybe if I go to like the other one and then you stay here, they'll kind of.
I mean, I'll go to the Cloud Forest.
Okay, that's fine.
And you stay here, and then we'll just hope for
chill.
the best.
I'll hang.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Oh wait, Greg's here.
Sorry, it's me. I
Greg,
don't want to
welcome to the
interrupt.
party!
Hey,
Hi.
Um,
Okay. We were
I
hoping
was just
to speak
talking
with you.
to. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys too because I was talking to Mike. I'm just like still learning. Oh no.
Okay. Thoughts.
So I was talking with Mike, and we kind of talked about this being like a little 4.
Yeah, that's what me and Mike talked about too.
Okay,
I'm
good.
also down with that.
So
But
where's
bro,
your head at?
I was like I did the challenge yesterday with Lady K, and then like had that breakout time with her, and she's just like reeks positivity and like has such a good attitude. So like I got a good vibe from her,
Yeah.
but I've not had the chance to actually like talk to her, which then I guess kind of puts it between Jack and Jessica.
The only thing I will say is when it was myself, Mike, and Jack, is that Jack was just a little bit like, I was like, so what is everyone's feelings? He's like, it's like kind of like more aloof and like trying not to give too much info, which makes me a little bit nervous.
I think that's how when Mike and I left the conversation, we're like, great. There's like a half hour before Crossroads. The name might change a million times, but like for now, let's maybe say Jack and like go from there. So I think we're all in the same mindset right now.
7 people are going to be voting.
Right.
So if 4 of us like
All you
stick to and like hold our guns, then we kind of have like that safety net.
I agree.
Everyone's bouncing around. That's the thing. Like I tried talking to Lady K and then she got bounced. You know, I've talked to you twice. Like I feel good about that. But it's like I haven't talked to Lady K, Jessica, or Cole. So that's like just freaky.
Exactly. Like I don't know, man. I don't.
Is it like want to go? Like see go? Like did you talk
Is there
to
anyone
Cole?
I want to? barely, one-on-one. I don't know. I get like I don't know. He said like, "Hey, let's work together," all that, and I was like, "Cool, I like that." But I don't know. I've yet to find or think of a reason why he might have voted me for the first impressions vote.
Yeah, I didn't see everybody's vote because I only have a phone on this. I don't even have a computer. So not to put you out, but I only saw you and I saw Lori or something. And I was like,
Yeah.
shit, I have no idea who else anybody voted for.
Yeah, no, that's tough. That's stressful.
Yeah.
Shit.
Because I'm
Wow.
not I saw Mike and I was like, oh my God, I'm going home. And I was like
Oh,
shaking. I was like,
God.
Lori, and I was shaking. And I was like, oh my God, what did else everybody do? And they said Lori. I'm like, oh.
Well,
It
Jack and
is,
Mike are talking currently, so that's kind of scary.
but if you were saying, Madison, that Mike was throwing out Jack's name to you,
Yeah.
then
And to me as
I'm not too stressed.
Yeah.
But then again,
I think I think it's just between Jessica and Jack. I feel like
Okay. It's so weird. Why would you not want to talk to everyone? Like I would.
It's confidence, right? Like you feel like you have the numbers, so why move when I feel like I have the numbers?
That's a good point.
Moving on with.
Absolutely.
Oh
All right.
boy.
Well, I can let you go if you want to keep talking around, but I feel good here. So
Yeah, no, me too. Let me go talk to Lady K or Jess and we'll figure it out. We'll talk again.
have you heard anything new at all? Or
So I was talking to Lady K, and Madison has just pretty much been glued to Cole and Greg. So that's not good.
so
So
Mike's the only one we could flip.
yeah, I don't know if it might be me because apparently I'm gonna die for right now. But I hope that maybe. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Cole just like went into the room with them so they couldn't talk alone.
Well, this is gonna be tough. We got to figure out who they're voting, so we can figure out how to flip it.
Should I pretend that I'm with them?
Yes, and try and figure out a name. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I might have to play that idol tonight. I will save Kivon or Jessica. That carries a long way. And hey, if I lose an idol, I will happily just go look for another. It's not a big deal. All right, I gotta go chat. Let's go base. Who are they voting?
It's between you and Jessica, but the votes are more on you.
Okay, they're on me. Okay, we're good.
We're good.
I have an idol.
We're good.
I have an idol. We're good. So I'm not going home. I will play it on me. I will play it on me tonight, barring any changes. I think they're gonna. So they're leading me, for sure.
Okay.
Okay. We're not done. No, no, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Do we break up Cole, Mike, and
Oh, I
Greg?
say Jessica wants Cole. I say, yeah, I say we do it.
Let's go with Cole.
Yeah.
Let's get them
Okay.
out. Let's see if we can. Where
Because
is?
if it's me, you, and Jessica after this vote, we only
Yeah.
need one more person, and if we idle someone out, that is going to send like shockwaves among the
Shockwave.
tribe and is going to try and flip things up. Mike could easily be like, guys, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
You know, like, and
Don't tell Jessica you have an idol though, because as much as she brings information, she could be taking, right?
Right.
So please don't, because I don't want her
Okay.
to at the drop of the dime go back and say something, right? Like
Right.
she's giving us information right now, but we got to kind of build that trust and know that she's not going to leak out what we're doing, right? So like we appreciate her bringing it, but
Yeah, we got to be careful.
right.
But
Right. So let me see if I'm gonna hop back to base camp. She said she had more info for me. All right.
yeah, cool. Good stuff. I told Jess that I have the idol. So Yates, Jessica has not. I don't think has told anybody. I hope not, at least. But again, I'm safe.
So I'm just at this point begging people not to get rid of me. I am
Oh.
a team player. Like I'm going
You've
to
heard
give
your
it
name?
I've kind of only heard Jack or Jessica.
I
Yeah.
haven't heard your name, Lady K.
I have.
Oh Jesus.
Also, be careful. Jack might jump in.
We're
Hey
talking
there.
about Lori, in case you couldn't tell.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. I was
She's
just
living
gonna
in minds.
I was just gonna say I hope you're not mad at me for writing your name down, only because I literally just picked a random name and I
No,
didn't know
you're
anybody.
fine.
Like I
You
don't know
honestly
people.
are fine. I get it. It's such
And
a shitty situation to be in, so like, don't worry about it.
We have like 2 seconds to make a decision. You just
You
triple
talk
second.
to Cole?
I've talked to Mike and Cole, and
Yeah.
I think like everyone seemed to be saying Jack.
Okay. Because like I'm not gonna lie to you, like I was just like he was like, you gotta find out like if it's me because no one's talking to me. And I was just like, okay, so like I joined this chat and then I was like, I'm not gonna do that. But he don't know that.
Cole was saying he was talking to Jack, and Jack was being like super quiet about it. Like Jack wasn't even saying like anything. So it's just like people aren't talking to him, but he's also not talking to people. So
That's weird.
yeah.
Okay, so we are voting Jack though, right? Like I just want to get this crystal clear so that way I know who I'm writing down.
I think
Yeah.
that's where I'm at.
I honestly haven't heard any other name.
Okay, like I'm just double checking because I haven't heard. You know what's weird? Like he's worried that it's him, but like he didn't give me a name. Like there's no other name, so that's why I was
He
like,
didn't tell you anyone? Like
okay, so like he was just asking me what I talked about with other people. Like he didn't give me a name.
yeah, like and then you said like, oh, people aren't talking to me, but like again, you're not talking to people. Like
So like, and then like you got that whole paranoia. It's like if no one's telling you another name, is it you?
True. This game, it'll do crazy things to our minds.
I'm wondering if I should go into a different chat for a little while so that way it doesn't look super weird.
or should we just all go back?
We could all like reset, go to the base camp, and then jump out again.
See where.
All right. I'll go over there. Oh,
oh,
everyone's here.
Everyone hey, team.
It's a party.
All here.
Back to square one.
Back to square one. Well, I was. I feel. I was actually gonna hop behind, beside the fire. So I was. We came in all together right as I was about to split it all up.
Then are we still doing I'm gonna go in the trees.
I'm gonna hop around again.
So I just wanted to touch bases with you and see what you're feeling, what you're thinking.
Yeah. Like honestly, so far the only name that I've heard really is like Jack.
Really?
But I also haven't had the chance to talk to him, which I'm interested in doing. And that does not mean that I'm set on that either. It's just kind of the early name and probably based off of like I think he did like the worst out of all of us in the challenge. Right. But like I don't really want to base it off of just that, because I could suck at the next challenge and I don't want to go home just because I can't do whatever game that they're telling us to do.
And then the thing is, like that challenge, I don't know even though you could have prepared for it, right?
We're all good.
It's dead set that we're all voting Lori like next time if we do have to vote.
I guess.
Yeah. I feel like that's literally why they picked her, because they knew we were gonna vote her out.
Yeah, that's exactly
the only reason.
Do you guys have any idea on what to do this round? Because I think we have, 15 minutes left?
Good God. This is so stressful.
Okay, I'm
worse than anything I've ever done.
I accidentally just called you Cole, and I'm sorry. I'm really bad with names. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
Anyway,
well, I think Lady K was like, "Oh, Jake," and I'm like, "It's Jake," and I was like, "Jack," and she's like, "Oh, Jack, yeah."
Sam.
It's like nobody will come out and just say it, No.
Just like it's literally like, is it me if they're not saying anything? But if nobody's saying anything, then like, how am I supposed to know? Like,
I am high key freaking out because of that. Like, I legitimately am freaking out.
I'm like freaking sweating buckets over here. It's so scary.
Uh,
But like, do you guys have any thoughts about anything?
No.
Just like vibes you've gotten from people or
I just go off my gut, and like that's right now that's what my gut's telling me.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for either way. So hopefully we get a clarification of which way, so we're not splitting the votes. Like who we're gonna go with. Jack. I have heard Jack name more. So as of right now, and I'm just letting you know that's probably who I would, because I think that's more so. But then everyone could be lying to me because the other side of the team told me it was me. So the other side of the tribe told me it was me. So I just don't know.
Who said your name was out there? Like, did Jack put your name out there?
No, Jessica told me that she was in a larger group and it was between me and Jack were at the bottom.
Oh. I would not. I've told other people that I'm not voting for you, that I don't want you gone.
Not cool.
I know you two haven't talked. We've
Trying
chatted.
to talk to you so bad.
I know. I've been looking on where you are, and it never freaking works out. And I saw you were by yourself. I'm like, man.
I was waiting.
Yeah.
So I've kind of made my rounds to everyone at this point, and the consistent name that I keep hearing is Jack. And I
Yeah.
think that's kind of like where I'm leaning. I don't know about you, Jessica.
Okay, so I still mean it when I said the first time. It's I like you, Mike, and Greg, and you guys are like, you guys give me the best feeling. Definitely.
Mhm.
So we're all deciding on Jack, right?
I think, at least me, where I'm at this point, he's just the one person that I haven't felt a connection with.
Okay. Well, between us three, he has an idol.
Does he really?
Yeah, he does.
Did he tell you
No
this?
shit.
He's playing it. Yes, he told me this.
Oh wow.
I have been playing him and Lady K, and I have a lot of information.
Wait.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
who are they voting?
You.
Me?
It's you.
Oh my fucking god! I hate that. I knew it.
Hold on, he found a
Oh,
clue. What the fuck?
How does everyone feel about flipping a vote?
Who the hell too? What the hell?
Because he's gonna play the idol.
I see.
Do you think he definitely has an idol? I thought he would maybe tell me something like that because like we kind of had a decent conversation.
Is I was just like not giving him anything on purpose, and he started freaking out.
Oh.
And yeah, he seemed pretty confident, and I feel like he would tell me. I do feel like he would tell me. Like him and I got along really well. The reason why I don't trust him is because this is gonna sound so mean. He's a kid, and he like doesn't think clearly.
Yeah.
He,
So,
it's like
so
off the
he and
hand.
Lady K are voting me.
I don't know if she actually is.
This
I
is
don't know if
terrible.
I want to be alone with her so that way I can be like, hey, are you actually doing that? But I haven't been able to.
I mean, she's alone now if you want to, and then hop back quickly. But
All right, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Right.
Bruh.
Um,
Do you think he actually
I
does?
want to get Greg and Madison so quickly, and we
So
vote.
who do we change it to if that's the case? Lady K?
I think we flip it to Jessica.
Does she like us genuinely? Do you think she likes us? I haven't had enough conversations with her.
I don't think
'Cause
she would have
that's
told us
valuable.
that someone had. I don't think she would have told us if someone has an idol if she wouldn't have. Wait, hold on, I'm jumping. Oh wait, Madison's here. Madison's here.
Stay.
Okay.
Oh no.
Apparently
Jack
he has
has
an idol.
Who told you that?
Jessica.
Jessica. And if that's the case,
So apparently Jack told Jessica that he has an idol, but I don't know if that's true.
Wait, did you guys also hear that drama? I'm really stressed because Jessica said it's me.
When did your name come up? Like just
Literally like 5 minutes ago, not even.
But they think I have no idea about this vote because Lady K told me that they're voting me. So they're telling Lady K and you me. They're telling me you, which makes me think that they're gonna do me because it's two people and it's an unbiased source telling me that it's me.
Right.
So I think if you want to vote, if you want to try and be like, hey, let's just vote Jack, I don't think he knows. You can vote for me and then stay with that, and then me and Lady K will just vote Cole.
That, and then I could still give you information.
Yep.
I mean, Jesus Christ, this is getting down to the nitty gritty.
Dude, we literally have like 2 minutes.
I want to
think-
hop on with Greg, but who do you think?
Do you think he actually has one? Okay, hold on. The only people that are oh shit.
Just convince him to vote for me.
Welcome everyone to the first crossroads of the season. I've got team coach here with me, minus Lori, who was abducted by Team Fishback as part of their reward. Were you guys surprised that Team Fishback decided to take Lori, or was that kind of to be expected?
No, that was
I
expected.
don't think so.
For sure.
I think it was yeah.
She got voted out yesterday and then didn't perform
Right.
day. So
Yeah, so Greg, you're saying that you think it's a strategic decision on Team Fishback, take away who would be assumed probably to be the first vote here?
yeah, I think that's like definitely a way that they could have thought about. There's also, we don't know what happened after Lori got voted out in the twist from yesterday. So maybe she and Rhonda were able to talk and get to know each other. So maybe Rhonda was pushing to keep her safe, or, you know, there's a couple different factors that can go into it. But yeah, I think the most obvious one is that she did the worst in the challenge, and, you know, keeping her safe means that she's on our tribe for next time, and maybe they assume that she might also not do well tomorrow. But you never know. All the challenges are different, so strengths and weaknesses for different people could arise at different times.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a great point being made. I mean, we had the challenge today. Obviously, we only got through 6 of the competitors. Madison, you were up next. Didn't really get a chance to go. We've had a couple challenges though with puzzles. Is that kind of coming into play, or is it more just trying to meet people, see who you vibe with?
Both, I think.
Oh, sorry, that was at Madison.
Oh.
Yeah, because she didn't get a chance in the challenge. That's how.
I get my moment now.
Yeah, you get to shine now.
It definitely is a goal, because like we still are getting to know each other, and like the fact that she did bad, like all we have to work off of is how bad she did, because we don't really know her. So obviously that's the easiest route to go, so that's why the other team would take her. So it makes our job a little bit harder.
Yeah. Now, Jack, I mean, it did take you a little bit longer than some of the others to do that challenge. Sorry to call you out there, but yeah, I was gonna say, you seem to be really on point with throwing it, but it was the materials that kind of let you down there. Is that like something that you bring up, or are you just kind of trying to push it off of challenge performance?
Well, I guess my economics classes and personal finance classes have not taught me absolutely anything about the right products to buy at grocery stores. So clearly I need to take more classes. I have mentioned that, like, you know, I'm obviously a little upset about my performance because, you know, I feel like I could have done better. And I did bring that up. I'm not going to be like, no, don't talk about challenge performance at all. Like, obviously that's an important factor. So yeah.
Okay, Vaughn, the first day we had the puzzle challenge, and then everyone kind of broke off into rooms where you guys were stuck there with a couple of your party mates there. Was there any thought kind of put into that? Maybe some early alliances breaking out?
Listen, you never know in this game. I mean, we saw this in the last hour. Things are up and down, and the drop of a hat, the drop of a dime. So who the hell knows what's going on, to be honest? I mean, I stuck with Greg. We kind of had a conversation. I think yesterday everyone was kind of playing nice. You know, we just were trying to get a team vibe kind of thing. So I don't think so, but maybe I'm in the black.
Right. Just asking you about the advantage that popped up in the party chat. Has there been any talk about that amongst the group, or is that kind of everyone's just kind of keeping that to themselves on what they've done with that?
Yeah, I mean, it did come up during Crossroads. I think people would be lying if they said it didn't. The question is, who has it? What is it? Did anybody truly find it? I mean, I'll admit, I looked. I think I was late to the party. And I was like, okay, Shane wants a clue. Of course, I tried for it too. Someone has it, it's out there. Let's just be totally blunt about it. So it did come up. The question is, who has it? Who's telling the truth? Are they going to use it tonight? So to be totally honest with you, it is out there somewhere, but only one person truly knows, maybe two, maybe three, maybe four. So you're out of the loop if you don't. Or is anyone actually telling the truth? That's the thing we'll find out tonight.
Cole, that's just got to add to the stress of the situation. I mean, we've only got 7 votes anyways. We're trying to get to know everyone on top of figuring out kind of who we're going to get out. How does that play into your thinking and trying to figure out who it's going to be tonight?
Yeah, it throws every sort of which way conversation that goes through your own mind, because you have all the talks with everyone and you're getting one thing, but they could be having completely different talks. So I think at the end of the day, especially since it's like so early in the game, you kind of have to go with your gut and go with the conversations that you've probably resonated with the most, and see if there's ways that you can, sort of like strategize around that, right? If you even can, because truthfully, we're at this point where there really isn't much to go off of on one vote, right? We've only known each other for 24 hours, so it's like it's just so stressful with that potentially in play. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll just ask you a simple one, Jessica. Coming into tonight, do you think that there's any solid plans in works, or are we going to get multiple votes on multiple people here? Do you think the groups come together?
I think that this is a numbers game, and Survivor is always a numbers game. And if you're not with the numbers, you just have to kind of plan that out and hope it's not you, especially this early on. You never know. It's nerve-wracking.
Does anyone want to admit to feeling comfortable right now, thinking it's definitely not going to be them? No. Looks like we're getting a lot of no. Everybody feeling at least a little bit vulnerable. Who's feeling super vulnerable right now? Who's thinking they're definitely going to get a couple votes today? Oh,
I mean, I think you'd be silly if especially tonight, it was all over the place. Like, it could be me. Like, I'd be lying if I wasn't nervous right now.
I feel like the vote could go
The moment you think you're safe is when you're going home.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, before I get to the vote, I'm going to open up the floor just one last time. If anybody has anything that they want to say that may sway tonight's vote in any way, now's your time to talk. No last minute, please. No changing of the plans.
I'm so stressed.
I'll just go ahead and
Cheers,
say it. I am with you, like specifically with you, Cole. I will say that I felt the greatest about you. I am sticking to it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean it.
Cool. That's got to feel great.
It does, but then it also, that's stressful because did Jessica just put a target on my back?
No, but I just
Well,
wanted
no,
to
yeah, not an intentional thing, but like, you know what I mean? Like now I'm like, okay, yes, I appreciate it. It's like a double-edged sword. It's like when people know that like someone likes you, it's like, oh, do we go after them now?
Interesting way of putting it, for sure. I totally get what you mean, though. Awesome. Anyone else want to tell us who they're feeling closest to, or no more info for us? All right. So with that said, I am going to open the floor. If anyone has an advantage that can be played before the vote, now is the time to do so. All right, with that, we will get to the vote. All right, the votes are in. If you have an advantage that can be played after the votes, now is the time to do so.
Playing it on me.
All right, I love the dramatics.
Thanks.
Looks like Jack has decided to play his compass for himself. So any votes cast for Jack will not count. Is there anyone else? All right, I'll get to the votes.
We had 7 votes. Our first vote was for Cole. Our second vote was for Jess. Our third vote was for Jack. That vote will not count. Fourth vote was for Cole. Fifth vote was for Jess. That puts us at 2 votes for Jess, 2 votes for Cole, 1 vote did not count. Sixth vote was for Jess. And our 7th and final vote was also for Jess. Unfortunately, Jess, by a vote of 4-2, you have been deserted here at the crossroads. Thank you so much for playing. Very sorry to lose you this early. Someone's got to go, though. For the rest of the team, Coach, if you guys wouldn't mind jumping back on over to your base camp.
Are you freaking kidding me? Jess, sweetie, why? Why'd you do it?
Cole, me, Madison, and Greg control the votes from here on out. We pretty much choose who goes home. Jake wasted his idol. At the end of the day, he put my name down day 1, which is not good. So you come after me like that, you better watch out.
Now I'm without a compass, and I am on the bottom of my tribe. Like, it's bad. It's bad. It's DEFCON 1. Like,
what the fuck?
Lori, welcome back.
I'm back.
Did you miss us?
I did. Who are we missing?
Did you enjoy your stay? Did they roll out the red carpet for you?
right, did you have like margaritas out of the sunset or something?
They were actually really nice. They were going back and forth between the rooms. The moderators came in and said that they had to tend to the fire and the water. And so the ones that went to tend to the fire were over there taking shots. I mean, literally taking shots while they were attending to the fire.
So they did exactly what we wanted to do tonight.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I need a drink. I'm literally looking for another compass right now, by the way. I will be looking every time that I have time, because God knows I need another.
And with that, by a vote of 4-2-1, Jessica becomes the first person deserted in Season 5 of Expedition Online. Jess, what went wrong with Jessica's game? What was it in your opinion?
Jessica, she got a little messy. She claimed she's working with Cole, but then she's working with Jack, and she's just spitting information. The larger group had her as a target, but when she said that the other target, Jack, had a compass, girl, your game's done.
Then it's gotta be you at that point.
Loose lips sink ships.
They do indeed. But you know what? I do like seeing somebody playing hard. You know, at least she can say, yes, I was the first boot, but I played hard and didn't just go out passively. Well done on her to, really go out and play a game. It was good to see.
Yeah, and definitely. All of Team Coach was playing pretty hard. Her, Cole.
Speaking of Cole, he got 2 votes tonight by Lady K and Jack. Do you think there's going to have to be some repercussions there, some adjustments made on his end now that he knows he's been a target?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that will be a bit of a wake-up call for him. On the first day, he was first pick, and Coach made it very apparent that he loves him. I think he's very savvy and charming, and he'll do well. He just will need to tone it down a little bit, but it will be interesting because I'm assuming that he thinks the vote for him was from Jess, but it was from Lady K, but Lady K can say it was from Jess.
Right, exactly. So there's already scheming going on after just one day of actual votes. Any other thoughts as we go into day 3? It was a big day today, and I guess from my end, I just hope to see the big moves and the real gameplay continue.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they work together now that Lori is back in the mix too, and will the target be taken off of her and shifted back onto Jack again, or go to Lady K? I don't know what the dynamics will be.
So that will be a very interesting piece on Coach's team. So we can wrap up day 2. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for day 3 because we're just getting the twist started. Tune in tomorrow for yet another twist in the game. The players don't know what's coming their way. For Sam Donovan and Jess Martin, this has been day 2 of Expedition Online Season 5, and we will see you next time.
I'm really stressed by this vote because I think that my alliance is going Jack, but if he has that idol and he's going to play it for himself, then if everyone's going to pile onto Jack based on what Jess just said, then I think I have to... God, this could totally fuck me. Here's my logic and rationale. I need to speak through it just for a second. Is based on what Jess just said, I think everyone's like, okay, cool, Jess is like with us based on the conversations, let's vote Jack. But if Jack has the idol, then it's going to be a 6-1 vote, possibly against me, as Jess said my name. Which is why, unfortunately, I feel so shitty for doing this. She just said that she trusted me. I'm voting for Jess. I gotta just cover my bases as best as I can.
Oh man, this was really stressful. I've never done anything like this where you're like hopping around and there's like a time limit and anything, so that was a lot of fun, but freaking wild. You know, there's a lot of names floating around, and I'm voting for what the last name that I heard, and honestly, I think this is my preference as well. You are great, you're talkative. We could have worked well in this game together, and maybe we still will if you survive, but I'm voting for Jessica.
Motherfucking pussy bitches. You drew the lines already? So, I think I might have to draw them back. And by the way, I am playing my compass on myself tonight. I'm not the first boot in this game. It's not happening.
I am voting for Jack because hopefully this double agent thing I got going on is going to work out. If not, I made a move.
Oh man, an interesting first vote, kind of all over the place. Possible talk about Jack playing an idol tonight. Who knows if that's true? Who knows if that's true? The worst scenario is he doesn't play it, goes home, and this vote is for Jess. But I think I have to vote for Jess in this case, just in case he does play it. Jess goes home. I'm voting for Jess. And we live to see another day. Hopefully it's not me. That's going to be the motto of the whole entire season. So, Jess.
I'm gonna vote for Jessica. That's where I left off with Cole and Mike, so I'm just gonna go with them and hope everything goes to plan.
Finally, my vote's gonna go for Cole. If you're throwing my name out, then you gotta go.
If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe, and click on the bell to receive notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes or bonus content.
I get so scared to hear that noise.
No, every time I hear the beep, I'm like, don't say a word.
Who won again? Fishback, right?
Fishback.
I went opposite ways. Anyways, I do that sometimes. That's okay. We'll live with that.
Take it away already.